Sheenlac Paints is an Indian paint company that has earned the trust of customers for over 5 decades. Sheenlac provides complete solutions for all your painting needs. Sheenlac has over 15,000 dealer touch points. Sheenlac Aspire is a 2-component performance-grade polyurethane finish that provides best-in-class flexibility and chemical resistance, which is hard to emulate with other conventional wood finishes. Though Aspire is best suited for interiors, it can also be used for sheltered exteriors. Sheenlac Aspire is available in gloss, matte and silk matte finishes. Product features of Sheenlac Aspire. Durability. The specially formulated polyester chemistry provides the wooden surface an excellent interior durability, which leaves the surface looking fresh and new. Resistance. Sheenlac Aspire has excellent chemical scratch and heat resistance. Formaldehyde-free. Sheenlac Aspire is formaldehyde-free and hence protects against the ill effects of formaldehyde like watery eyes, skin irritation and rashes. Technical specifications. Coverage. The coverage is about 80 to 100 square feet per litre for each coat. Mixing ratio. Mix both Sheenlac Aspire base and top coat with hardener in 2:1 ratio by volume. Method of application. Spraying. Drying time. Surface dry 10 to 15 minutes. Tack-free dry 2 to 3 hours. Overcoat interval 8 to 12 hours. Gloss level 90 to 95% in gloss finish and 20 to 25% in matte finish. Application process. Wear the necessary safety equipment before starting the application process. First, prepare the surface of the wood. Sand the surface along the grains with emery paper number 180. Surface is then cleaned with the help of a clean cloth, removing all the dust. Sand the surface again along the grains with emery paper number 220. Before proceeding to the next step, clean the surface with a clean, dry cloth. Stain the wooden surface, if required, with desired Sheenlac wood stain and let it dry for 30 minutes. Do not sand the surface after staining it. Sheenlac Aspire Sealer is a 2-pack system. Mix 2 portions of Sheenlac Aspire Sealer base with 1 portion of hardener and then dilute the same with 25% of Sheenlac D67 PU thinner. Stir the mixture well and allow it to mature for a period of 10 minutes. Use the mixture within 3 hours. Spray 2 coats of the mixture onto the surface by spraying with an interval of 3 to 4 hours between each coat. Leave the final sealer coat to dry for 8 hours and then sand the surface with emery paper 320 grit and then wipe it with a clean cloth to remove dust particles. Aspire Top Coat is also a 2-pack system. Mix the base and hardener in 2:1 ratio as mentioned above and then thin the mixture with 25% of Sheenlac D67 PU thinner. Stir the mixture well and allow it to mature for a period of 10 minutes. Use the mixture within 3 hours. Ensure a completely dust-free environment during the top coat application for a perfect finish. Spray 2 coats of Aspire Top Coat onto the surface with an interval of 3 to 4 hours between each coat. Sand the surface with sandpaper number 400 in between each intermediary coat. These are the final finishes: Aspire Glossy, Aspire Silk Matte and Aspire Matte. Sheenlac Aspire versus competition. Acid test. Take 2 drops of 10% sulfuric acid and put it on the panels coated with Sheenlac Aspire and competition. Leave it for 2 hours and then wipe it clean with a wet cloth. Panel coated with Sheenlac Aspire seem to be unaffected, while there is considerable damage in the one coated with competition material. Alkaline test. Put 2 drops of dishwash liquid onto the surface of panels prepared with Sheenlac Aspire and competition and leave it for 2 hours. After the stipulated time, wipe off the portion with a wet cloth. Panel prepared with Sheenlac Aspire appears unaffected, while a hazy mark is left in the one prepared with competition material. Stain resistance test. We compare the stain resistance Sheenlac Aspire with its competitor product by using a permanent marker. You can see that the stains are cleaned much more easily on the Sheenlac Aspire panels when compared to the competitor panel. Cigarette butt test. We conducted a cigarette butt test to compare Sheenlac Aspire panels' superiority to the competitor panel. This test is done to check the impact of heat on the surfaces. The burn mark left on the competitor panel is much more when compared to Sheenlac Aspire. Cross-cut adhesion test. A cross-shaped cut mark is made on both the panels and a masking tape is applied to the chip of the paint. On peeling the tape, you can see Sheenlac Aspire exhibits lower peeling when compared to the competitor panel. Sheen test. The sheen levels of the wood panels are compared using a gloss meter. The higher rating of the Sheenlac Aspire in the gloss meter indicates superior sheen when compared to the competitor panel. Application process tips. Base and hardener are supplied in separate containers. Ensure that sufficient material be mixed so that the product can be applied within its usable life. Stir the base component well with a flat-bottomed paddle until product is uniform. Once mixed, the product should be used within 3 hours. The temperature of the mixed product should preferably be above 10 degrees Celsius. Always ensure the product is catalyzed in the correct proportions. Failure to do so will result in several problems, namely drying, overcoating performance, cracking, etc. Do not allow material to remain in spray equipment after use. Thoroughly flush and clean all equipment with lacquer thinner. Once the kit has been mixed, they should not be resealed, and it is advised that after prolonged stoppages, work be recommenced with freshly mixed units. Sheenlac's range of products includes automotive finishes, wood finishes and decorative paints.